all season long and sponsored by Auto Parts City. Track publicity man Steve Nimitz says bigger fins, but Steve's just pulling our leg. These cars have to be 118-inch wheelbase or larger automobile. They have to have an automatic transmission, and they are supposedly, quote, supposedly strictly stock. Number 20. Pat Hales in 00. That's 144. Wild Bill Broadhager leads the taxi brigade down the back straightaway. But Billy's car is going to go the distance. His taxi light doesn't glow as brightly as the 288 currently riding in the number 2 spot. That's Pat Stephan. Conrick running third. And look at the battle for fourth. Between 50 Tacklemeyer and 111 seconds. Now Gagliano starts dead last in the field in car number 11. Looking for a spot in the top 4 transfer position, and he moves past Tacklemeyer for the 5th spot outside of Steckling. He's door handle to door handle with Jeff Steckling for 4th as the cabs battle it out for the top spot. Billy Broadhagen still setting the pace out in front of 288 Pat Stephan. 75 Jeff Conrick rides to the 3rd spot, and still the battle rages for the 4th position between 111 Jeff Steckling and number 11 Charlie Gagliano. And Gagliano getting the measure of Steckling. He advances to 4th, the final transfer spot in this 10-lap heat race event for the Whalers. Pat Stephan, just like the little truck boat that tried and tried and tried, but couldn't, and he tries to chase down teammate Wild Bill Broadhagen in car 144. Gagliano goes under the Tondrick number 75. Gagliano advances to 3rd at Tondrick's expense. Stephan now slips a little bit on the back straightaway as Broadhagen stretches it out. Broadhagen at this juncture with a commanding advantage over Pat Stephan, Charlie Gagliano, and 75 Jeff Tondrick is 111. Jeff Steckling battles to get back in the top 4 transfer spots to advance tomorrow night. Hales Whale TV. Pat Stephan a long way back to Gagliano in car number 11 with Tondrick in 75. Still holding down the 4th and final transfer spot. For race leader Wild Bill Broadhagen, who a couple weeks ago, right here at the first ever feature event, and Broadhagen had the privilege of having those long curly locks to his trim trackside by Miss Hales Speedway, Kimberly Craning. Bill Broadhagen lost the hairdo that he nurtured for years and years and years. White flag, Bill Broadhagen a lap for victory in car 144. Johnny Gagliano out of top going in. On second running Pat Stephan as the battle heats up for the runner-up spot. Billy Broadhagen up the back, shooting down to the 3. One final time as Gagliano looks inside, then outside of Stephan's 288. The win to Bill Broadhagen in 144. Second will go to 288 Pat Stephan, 11 Charlie Gagliano, 3rd with 4th place going to car number 75. That's Jeff Tondrick's machine. They all advance to tomorrow night. Amen, and what a night of action it'll be right here on the 3rd mile play oval at the Hales Speedway. And the 2nd annual October Nationals will have a night of features right here on the plate. Don't you dare miss it. Get here early. Warm-up laps starting at 6:30 sharp. Let's have a nice big round of applause. Wild Bill Broadhagen having car number 69. Mr. Detman, a newcomer to Hales Wales action here at the Hales Speedway, trying to get the name off the car. No, it's not net relief. It's Detman in car number 69. Okay, Hagen out in front of Eddie Ledger. Ledger on the outer groove of the Speedway, but Hagen outguns him down the back chute as 3 and 4 cars wide. They go down in the corner, number 3. A lot of bumping and banging, courtesy of Dave Gordy and the rest of his competitors. Gordy in 55 on the move. Fensov in car number 44, working the inner groove of the Speedway. He drives a Dodge Cornet of all things, so the Mopars very much a factor here at Hales as Jay Hagen Jr. outdistances Eddie Ledger, drop-kicking Ledger back to the number 2 spot. Fensov on the move in car 44. He works the inside beautifully. He looks inside of Hagen. Fensov takes command of the number 44. And a Jay Hagen back into the outer retaining wall. Hagen hitting the outer retaining wall. A tremendous stunt. And quite possibly that'll put, you know, the CUDA man would be proud anyway. Mike, I think we're going to swing this Hales-Wales action your way. Here comes Gordy, though. Gordy, the former champion, tangles with Ledger. And I think Gordy's got a flag. Yes, he does have a flag right there. And he's going the wrong way around the racetrack. Well, Roger Fensov enjoying great success this season in car number 44. Actually, he campaigned a white number 44 for most of the season. Must be a backup car. Is your race leader with number 62. Ledger now feeling the heat from number 69, Dupree. Not sure who's driving that automobile, but anyway, he currently challenges Ledger for the number 2 spot. As I believe only 5 cars remain on the Speedway. 4, of course, transferred to A-Main action. 5 laps in, this time by. I've got a feeling Doug Deegan could be in car number 69. It's only conjecture on my part, but Doug Deegan, quite possibly the driver of car number 69.
Got a nice side-by-side battle going for that 3rd spot. Car number 62 on the outside, that's Ed Ledger. And it's now the 45 machine of Brian Cody. Moving up into that 3rd spot.
Cody starting his 1990 campaign late, but he showed us a bunch in the Hales-Wales division. And Brian Cody, one of the fast-rising stars in the Lerner division, the Hales-Wales division, right here at the Hales Corner Speedway. Fensov continues to grind the laps down to a conclusion, and he has the Prince of Plumber not well out in front of, I believe, Doug Deegan in car number 69. Car number 44, and it's over Roger Fensov. Doug Deegan closes in with car number 69. Deegan making a late race surge. He's going to try to make a battle out of the top spot as the white flag will fly the next time around. White flag out. That Chrysler up there in the lead. 44 of Roger Fensov. Fensov in front of Deegan as they're on the final revolution of the Speedway in this 10-lap heat race event. Roger Fensov very smoothly brings the car off of corner number 4. Second heat of the evening in the Whaler division goes to Roger Fensov. Doug Deegan will finish in the number 2 spot. Brian Cody 3rd. And rounding out the top 4 transfer spots is car number 62, Eddie Ledger, who of course will turn the machine over to Max McDonald for the 3rd and final Hales-Wales event on tonight's program. The final Whaler event will wrap it up for heat race night here at the Hales Corner Speedway. We'll see you all back here tomorrow night, 6:30 sharp. If Max McDonald is successful, which he usually is, by the way, we might have 62 with Ledger and McDonald entries enrolled in feature competition twice. Who knows? Green flag, 5. You moved inside of Ford Tallier, but Tallier's got it walled up in the outer groove of the Speedway as Tallier works outside of 18 Weir for the top spot. Steve Weir on the inside, 4. Tallier on the top. That's Balcerowski in car 16. Battles for the number 3. Now he goes for the top. Figuring Tallier, he's car number 4, has a quicker round around the Speedway. Tallier becomes your new race leader with Balcerowski in car number 16, forging his way to the number 2 spot. Balcerowski once again goes to the inner portion of the speedway as number 8. Mark Flash has worked his way into the top 4 transfer spots. Dave Balcerowski on the bottom. Clear outguns him off of corner number 2. Clear remains your race leader. Hotly contested battle up front for the top spot. Mike Clear, Dave Balcerowski. Balcerowski now has it working down the bottom. Halfway up to the inside of the number 4 Clear machine, but Clear once again outpowers him on the back chute. Challenges from Dave Balcerowski. As Balcerowski works the inner groove of the speedway, Clear remains on top. Now Clear's automobile starts to slow profusely as he goes down into corner number 1. Ford Clear still in the driver's seat, but by the slimmest of margin as the laps wind down. 2 to go. Outstanding job of holding off Dave Balcerowski as the laps wind down. White flag flies. This time around, only a lap remains. It's now or never for Dave Balcerowski as he goes once again to the inner groove of the speedway. This time he's even with Clear up the back chute. Clear only by a fender length as they're down into 3. Balcerowski gets into Clear. They hit good going down into 3. Here it is at the stripe. Mike Clear dips Dave Balcerowski for the win. Steve will finish second, correction third, with Mark Flash rounding out the top 4. Hey, we hope you've enjoyed the action here this evening. It's only the preliminary of the October Nationals presented by Promotions Associates Group. Again, thank you Mike Babbitts and Roger Miller for an outstanding job on the bike.